All right, this is my third take. Just gonna real quickly get into dishonorable mentions. Also, I'm sorry that it's only 5, but I'll get into it in a second. Um, the dishonorable mentions this year are just because there's so many bad movies, but there's only 5 that I feel like deserve to be on this list. Same with the top list, but I just felt like I needed to make that 10 just because I feel like it's such a great video, and I love those kind of videos, and it's such a great time that I just didn't want it to be underwhelming. But there was only 5 on here that I thought for sure deserved to be on here, so the rest, they're bad, but there's some reason that I wouldn't want to put it on this list. So dishonorable mentions this year, I don't know if I did any last year, are just going to be ones that I was disappointed with, whether or not I was anticipating it or marginally looking forward to it and then hearing good things and my expectations were raised. If an example of anticipation was John Wick 2. I love the first one. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, one of my favorite action movies of all time, and the second one just was really underwhelming for me. And then the one for the marginally looking forward to, but then hearing basically the greatest things you could ever hear about a movie, War for the Planet of the Apes, which that one, John Wick 2 is fine. It's not a bad movie, but War for the Planet of the Apes, yeah, it's technically fine. Like, it's well made or whatever, but I did not enjoy it one bit, and I would say that it's a bad movie. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but the list is in the description if I didn't already say that. So if you don't want to watch the rest of the video, you can just see the list, because that I think you'll probably agree with. Maybe not one of them, but yeah, so those are just 2 that I can think of. I didn't want to get into a whole thing of dishonorable mentions, but let's get right into, this is the first take this is my third take, and it's the first one I'm actually getting into the bottom list. Let's get into the bottom 5. It's bad movies. Who really cares if it's not 10? If you do, I'm very sorry, because I debated on whether or not I should just force myself to make the other 5, but I just couldn't, because there was some reason that all these bad movies I didn't think deserved to be on there, like I've already said. Let's just get right into it. Bottom 5. At number 5 is a movie that didn't get, like, the best reviews. I think there's a lot of people that don't like it, but then there's also a lot of people that do like it. I guess I can see why you like it, because it's not poorly made or anything. Just like War for the Planet of the Apes. Oh, man. It's just so stupid, you know? I knew from the trailers I was going to hate it. The plot is stupid. The thing that it's about, the way it looks is stupid. The entire time I was bored. I just am sad because I love the director. Paul Dano is in it. I love Paul Dano. There's other people in here that are great that I love, that I'm sadder in here. I mean, Gus is in here. This really, but when it's about what it's about, it's just, if it's not done right, it's going to be stupid, and it was stupid for me. I doubt, the fact that some people like it really confuses me. I can see some people thinking it was all right, but there are some people that liked it. And that confuses me a little bit. But whatever, there's probably things on my top and bottom list that you disagree with me liking or disliking. Even in my dishonorable mentions, I guarantee a lot of people are frustrated at those. Anyways, continuing on, number 4. Now, these lists don't go in order of ratings. I didn't put that in the last video, the top 10 movies of the year video, because that was already going to be, I had already messed up a bunch of times on that. But it's not in order of ratings, it's in order of what I like. So that list isn't exactly in the order of ratings. There's I think my number 3, I didn't give as high of a rating as number 4. And in this, my number 4, I gave, is one of 2 movies that I gave my lowest rating, 1 out of 10, obviously. Or maybe I did out of 5 and you didn't know, but it's out of 10. I do out of 10 and it's 1 out of 10. Along with one other movie, is the only 2 movies I gave a 1 out of 10 this year. But not because I think it's a 1 out of 10, because I think if I saw it again, it would end up being that. But I just can't put it lower than my top 3 or my bottom 3, because I felt like if it would have just been at all remotely interesting, everything else was fine. I mean, I thought the performances were okay. Maybe if they had been given better material, it would have been even better. Well shot. Especially some shots in there that are like some of the best shots of the movie. And it's not that badly directed or written. It's really just what it's about and how it kind of wastes it. If someone else had directed this, it probably would have been better. or at least written this. I don't know. It's just like, I see so much potential. That's basically the only reason it's not lower. Well, no, I actually really dislike the lower ones more. Like this one, it's really not that bad. It's just super boring. The next three I think are really bad. But, see, that's the thing. They're not boring. They're laugh out loud, hilariously bad. So bad it's funny stuff. So then at number three, man, oh my god, this one is one of my favorite movies of the year. I want to see it so many times. I should have walked out of the theater from the very first joke, but it would have worked so well in a comedy. Plus I was with my brother and mom, so I couldn't really walk out, but I also really wanted to see it because I liked Power Rangers as a kid. I liked Power Rangers as a kid, and that's my number three. I gave it away before I even said number three is Power Rangers, but number three is Power Rangers. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The only reason it's not lower is because some people like it, and I guess I can see why. It's if it was like a teenage comedy thing, maybe, because like I said, that first joke was funny. Some other moments could have maybe been funnier if I wasn't expecting like a good Power Rangers movie. And like the performances are okay, and it's just like, I don't know, it just angered me by the end, and by the end I really was ready to be out. Like I didn't want to finish it. But now it's just so laughably bad to me that I just want to keep rewatching it, because it's just like, if I'm really looking for some laughs, I could watch this. But yeah, so I know some people liked it, but like, even if you liked it, you can't say that it's like actually that good of a movie. I mean, maybe you personally liked it because you just are such a huge fan of Power Rangers, but I can't honestly believe that you think it's actually like a decent movie. You probably just enjoy it for your fanboy or fangirlishness or whatever. But it's not worse. That sounded weird. The but sounded weird. It's not worse than number two, which is Bright, which is like Suicide Squad, except less good stuff. I gave it one lower. I gave Suicide Squad like a 3, I believe, and this like a 2. Pretty sure it was a 2, and I'm pretty sure that was a 3. But I just don't really care to remember that much. It's like, make Suicide Squad only have like one villain. Well, I mean one anti-hero. That's the word. And be more grounded and realistic in like the worst way possible. And it's like, take a crap cop procedural show, add a really bad mystical element to it, and then, you know, the best way I can say it is, this is Suicide Squad if it was even worse. If you hated Suicide Squad, you're going to hate this even more. Now, in some respects, maybe it's better made because, you know, the director has done some pretty good cop movies. He wrote Training Day, he wrote and directed End of Watch, so he knows how to do cop stuff. So in a sense, this is a bit better made, but it's less enjoyable because the writer, oh my god, he has not had a good thing since Chronicle movie-wise. His first movie and first season of a show, that's it. After that, he's going to be crap. So I like his first movie that he wrote. I like his first season of the series that he created, but after that, crap. I mean, you know, American Ultra was fine or whatever. I think that it's not good or anything, though. I think that's it, though, that I could even say that I remotely like of his movies. And then he's only got the one show, which Dirk Gently. First season was one of my favorite shows of all time. Second season, crap. A lot like Bright. So if you didn't like one, you won't like the other. Season 2 of Dirk Gently and Bright. Anyways, I'm going to try not to make this go much over 10 minutes. It'll probably go over 10 minutes, though. My number one. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is one of the worst cases I've ever seen of a director starting out great and ending up terribly. Guy Ritchie, I just spoiled it, directed Snatch, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. He also did Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, which is okay. He also did Revolver, which is okay. He also did Rock'n'Rolla, which is okay. He did Sherlock Holmes 1, which is... it's okay. I just really like Robert Downey Jr. not really playing something you would expect him to. And then, you know, Sherlock Holmes 2, which is not as good, but it's still okay. They're all way better than this, though. This is like Game of Thrones on acid if it was bad. Which, how could Game of Thrones on acid possibly be bad? Well, this tells you how it is. Because, my God, this is one of the worst fucking movies I've ever seen in my life. It's not the worst, though, because I like Charlie Hunnam enough, and he's, like, okay in this. But Jude Law is, like... I couldn't believe that he did this. I want to forget that he did this, because I like him otherwise. I haven't seen everything that he's been in this bad, though. Like, I've really only seen him in, like, the good stuff. Then everyone else involved with this. Holy fucking shit, man. I can't. It's too bad. I gotta be done. Thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you liked the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen any of these movies? If you have, what you think about them? What's your bottom list? If you liked King Arthur, I don't hate you or anything, but please explain to me how, because I couldn't watch it. It was unwatchable. It's one of the... and maybe it's a lot just because he started out with Snatch and has now degraded himself down to this, but it's like the epitome of everything I hate in movies. Like, seriously, when I was watching it, I was like, this is like everything bad about movies. Like, every single movie I hate, take the worst parts of them, put them in this. It's like exactly everything that I would hate. It's like, oh my God. Like, the fact that this has a fresh user rating on Rotten Tomatoes and has like a 6.9 on IMDb and like a 40 Metascore. 28 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes is the most accurate, and that's not even that accurate. This, oh God. Oh God, it's just one of the worst movies of all time. It's, oh, sorry. I usually don't get this animated, but this fucking movie tore my ass apart. I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's why there's not going to... This is it. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, sorry if you happen to have seen King Arthur. If you liked it, great. If you didn't like it, I'm sorry you had to sit through that. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, whatever.